Okay, now we're going to go on a trip together to the Kotel. Not a fake background of the Kotel, but the real Kotel we're going to go on a trip to. We're going to get to go all the way up to the Kotel. We're going to hear about different things about the Kotel, the history, the stories of the Kotel, what people do at the Kotel. We're even going to see Kohanim give brachot at the Kotel. So many exciting things. I hope you're going to love this trip.
Okay, we are now walking up to the old city in Yerushalayim. You can see how the walls, even leading up to it, are all stones. And right in front of us, you can see the old walls of Yerushalayim. You can see as we get close, they have holes in the walls. Those are from bullets from the war in 1967 when Israel took this over. So that's why there's all these holes in the wall. You can see the street is made of stone. And these are the beautiful walls of Yerushalayim. And up here you can see we're going to walk through a gate of the wall into Yerushalayim. See how special this is? And then we come out. Oh, there's a car coming in. We come out and now we are in the old city of Yerushalayim. And now we're going to walk down this road until we get to the Kotel Ma'arvi, to the western wall. Okay, so now we have gotten to all the way down. You can see the Kotel in front of us with the bright lights. And you can see all the way over here. This is where the Kotel starts. It goes all the way down there. And you can see behind us, yeah, let's go over here. You can see another gate into the old city. And here's where some of the guards sit. And then in front of us here is the way to go. You can see the Israeli flags here. And you can see the guard sitting there. And then right in front of us that's the start of the Kotel. That is the southernmost wall to the Kotel right there. And this is beautiful. And here you can see that green sign says Knisa, which means the entranceway. We go this way to go into the Kotel. Okay, so now we are at the Kotel. You can see the Kotel behind me. And I want to explain what it is exactly you're looking at. What is the Kotel? So the Kotel is a wall that was built around a mountain. When you build on a mountain, you have to be careful, because if you don't build in the right way, then what could end up happening is everything you build, like in this case, the entire Beit HaMikdash, can come falling down the mountain. If there's rain or anything like that, the entire house or Beit HaMikdash that you build can slide right down the mountain because it's not strong enough. So what you do is you build a wall around the entire mountain. And that way, the wall keeps everything where it's supposed to be. And even if there's rain and even if things are sliding, then nothing will fall off the mountain. So this was one of the walls. It was the wall in the west of the Har Bayit, of the Temple Mount, where they built a wall around around Har Bayit, around the Beit HaMikdash, to make sure that everything would stay exactly where it is. And that's the wall. So this wasn't really a wall of the Beit HaMikdash itself. It was a wall in the mountain around the Beit HaMikdash. So on the other side of this is where the Beit HaMikdash would be, and you'd have to walk through gates that led you through this wall, and then you could go to the Beit HaMikdash. But this is where Har Bayit starts. Now, we were told by the rabbis in the Gemara that this wall was the only wall left from Har Bayit when the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. So now people come here and they daven right outside the wall. They don't daven to the wall, but they daven next to the wall, because this is the only wall that was left from Har Bayit. And you can see all these people coming now. They're all coming very early in the morning. You can see the sun hasn't even risen yet. It's still dark because it's still very, very early in the morning, and they're coming to pray here at the Kotel. Okay, so this is the wall of the Kotel itself. You can see, watch this. Watch how far up it goes. Okay, see, you're standing on the very bottom of the Kotel. And these are huge stones. And to this day, no one knows how they really lifted these stones up. And then if you go close, you can see in the cracks behind between the stones, there are pieces of paper. And these pieces of paper, people put in notes. And they're like tefillot that they put into the kotel. Some people think you should do it. Some people say you should. And they also have like an Aron Kodesh at the kotel, so people can put a Sefer Torah. And you can see people are starting to daven, and because it's very early in the morning. But this is the kotel. We can go up really, really close, and you can see all the way inside the stones of the kotel. You can't get any closer unless you're here. And this is what it looks like behind us with the whole kotel project. Okay, now one of the special things of the kotel is that the kotel is this long wall, but this is only a portion of the kotel. We're going to go inside the tunnels next to the kotel. You can see here. We're going to go in the kotel and the tunnels next to the kotel, and you can see the wall keeps going. Watch what you can see here. That wall keeps on going, and it goes all the way. You can see people starting to dive in here. The wall goes all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way here. There's Kodesh is here, and you can see a lot of people davening, but the wall goes all the way through. And here, there's people davening all over the place. You can see how beautiful it is, even inside the tunnels of the kotel, and that's still the kotel. Okay, so right behind me still is the kotel. Let's talk about the history. Who built the Beit HaMikdash? So the first person to build a Beit HaMikdash was Shlomo HaMelech, and his father, David HaMelech, was the one that got all the money and all the materials. He collected all the wood and all the stones and all the gold for the Beit HaMikdash. And then his son, Shlomo HaMelech, built the first Beit HaMikdash, and it was around for 400 years. Right behind us over here was the first Beit HaMikdash. Then, after Shlomo HaMelech built the first Beit HaMikdash, and it was destroyed by evil people called Bavel, the Babylonians, and they were led by Nebuchadnezzar. Then Bnei Yisrael was kicked out of Eretz Yisrael for 70 years. Then they were allowed back in. And then Ezra and Nehemiah, who were two other Nevi'im, built the second Beit HaMikdash right here. And this kotel is from the second Beit HaMikdash right here. And then it lasted for 400 years. And during that time was the Hanukkah story. And when the Yevanim, when the Greeks came and they tried to make this into a place of Avodah Zarah, and they were successful for a little while, but then the Kohanim, the Maccabees, rebelled against them and defeated them. And then we kept on going. We had a second Beit HaMikdash for another 400 years, and then unfortunately Bnei Yisrael weren't nice to each other. They did what's called Sinat Chinam. They made fun of each other. They called each other names. They spoke Lashon Hara about each other. And then Hashem said, if you can't be nice to each other, you can't have a Beit HaMikdash. So then HaKadosh Baruch Hu destroyed the Beit HaMikdash with the Romans that came. They are called the Romanim. The Romans came from Italy, and they destroyed the second Beit HaMikdash. And since then, Hashem hasn't let us rebuild the Beit HaMikdash. And we're hoping that one day, on the other side of this wall, we get to rebuild the Beit HaMikdash. One day, hopefully, maybe this year. In Eretz Yisrael, the Kohanim give a bracha to the Jewish people every single day. Outside of Eretz Yisrael, they only do it on the Chayim. So these two men in front of us, standing on the carpets, are Kohanim, and they're about to give a bracha to everybody davening here. Okay, you can see everybody davening here. And you're not allowed to wear shoes. You can see they took off their shoes. Kohanim aren't allowed to wear shoes when they give the bracha. So they don't wear shoes. And they put a towel over their head. You can see he's going to put a towel over their head. And soon they're going to turn around and give a bracha to everybody. And the Chazan's going to say one word, and then the Kohanim repeat the word of the bracha. And the brachos are made of psukim from the Torah. So let's watch. You can see this is at the Kotel still. Everybody's davening very nicely. You can see. Okay. And come the brachos of the Kohanim. We just screened that Kohanim.